Today is April 28, 2026. It is 4:20 a.m. This is video number 2. Video number 1 is on PYTE Sussex. I spoke about King Charles coming to the US and some other random videos that had nothing to do with Charles. So here we're gonna focus on Meghan. There's some tweets that I came across, and I might do a video to be will cover like Angela Jolie and Zahara. All right, I did a video on PYTE Sussex talking about Zahara speech at is it Spelman College? All right, but this one we're gonna focus on some tweet that the squad were talking about Meghan. All right, first tweet, Meghan Sussex just because. All right, 30 seconds. I think there's a music. Okay, so I'm just muting it. There'll be a screenshot in between and a different music. It looks like that's when she appeared on Chef. All right, it's in slow motion. I like that smile. That smile, Miss Doria has it. That's nice. I remember during the promo of the show, how the squad was saying, strut it, you know, like walking in a runway. That Asian lady, oh my God, she was so excited to introduce Meghan. All right, fantastic entrance. Yes, it is. When is the episode on with Duchess Meghan? Has this episode aired yet? So far, no comment about this. 10 hours ago, 5 hours ago. Oh, what a joke. So fake. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Childish. Okay. Beautiful and confident Meghan. Terrible legs. Okay, whatever. All right. All right, let's move on. The haters are coming. I don't have time. Next tweet. Let's focus about Meghan. Okay. So there's that. Over just 19 days in April 2026, the Mail published 70 news stories using Meghan as a hook. That is an obsession on an industrial scale. Full article. It's an archive. I'm not going to read it. All right. The Daily Mail, dangerous obsession with Meghan. The paper's malice toward the Duchess of Sussex is boundless, and its stories about her are entirely in bad faith. Why does it do it? The answer is depressingly simple. All right. The paper malice story Duchess. Okay, so that's the original thing, but I'm not going to read it. Okay. They continue spreading poison because they're causing harm toward her. The aim is to separate her from Prince Harry by whatever means. Having made sure Harry and Meghan's UK security is not restored, or trying to get rid of security for the couple when they travel, evil and sinister. They are horrible bullies. The Bible says, the seed you sow, you reap. They will reap of their hate and bullying, and based on the suffering of Meghan's ancestors, the horror will last for generations. All right, truly vile and criminal. This is not journalism. This is lynching. This is targeting. This is dehumanization. This is racist. This is wickedly misogynistic. This is profit-driven. This is depravity. This is propagandistic. This is ugly. They don't do this with any other UK royals. Thank you for the archive. Tabloid are targeting Meghan the same way FBI Director Hoover targeted Billie Holiday. Racism is institutional and protected at the highest level. God is good. God is good. The main thing is so many things have been done previously, and people are not blind from when they first started way before Meghan. Okay? Even when Princess Diana was alive, many people did not know. Princess Diana was fighting on her own.
Do you really believe that a campaign was being waged against her?
Yes, I did. Absolutely. Yeah.
Why?
I was a separated wife to the Prince of Wales. I was a problem. Full stop. Never happened before. What do we do with her?
Can't we pack her off to somewhere quietly rather than campaign against her?
She won't go quietly. That's the problem. I'll fight till the end.
So her bravery have shed some light to the extent of these people. So we're not moving forward completely blind with their atrocities. So we have an idea. But before, the people who have lost their lives prior, okay, many of their surrounding, even the people who were targeted, they didn't know. They might have had an idea, but the thing was so secrecy, people will not believe them. So now we know. We know, and our prayers, okay, never forget our prayers. We have to always, as we physically on our own physical world, we doing the fight, we also have to do the spiritual fight as well. Never forget the spiritual part. All right, next tweet. Meghan Markle reminds me of Diana. In May 2019, Meghan Markle marries Prince Harry. Prince of Wales. Harry was never Prince of Wales. Harry was never Prince of Wales. Or maybe it's a different sentence, but she put the comma. It should have been a period. Prince of Wales 2 years after the discreet meeting. Okay, Harry was never Prince of Wales. 2 years after the discreet meeting, a controversial figure in the media, Meghan continues her activist commitment after her marriage. Commitment that cannot help but recall her mother-in-law Diana, Princess of Heart. Alright, did anybody correct them except Diana hasn't slept with Andrew? What the is this? Where do they get this nonsense? So that must be a projection, because when I look at the third child, let me not bring it up. Oh, please. Meghan didn't even recognize Andrew when Harry brought Meghan to the thing. What exactly are you trying to prove by using AI generated photo? Pathetic. All right, let me show you the video and then move on. It's just projection. Where is it?
Même si la presse populaire a choisi de s'en prendre à Meghan, Elisabeth II ne s'est pas trompée. La jeunesse britannique applaudit cette princesse moderne, qui bouscule les traditions rétrogrades. Comme si l'histoire se répétait. Un quart de siècle après la mort de Diana, le vieux royaume d'Angleterre voit à nouveau apparaître une princesse différente, indépendante, rebelle. Meghan est une militante. Elle sait s'identifier à tous ces sujets oubliés, laissés pour compte, en souffrance dans le royaume britannique. Dès son arrivée à Londres, l'épouse du prince Harry a par exemple soutenu cette cuisine communautaire, tenue à bout de bras par des femmes immigrées afin de venir en aide aux sans-abri. En publiant sous son nom un livre de leurs recettes, Meghan a assuré leur financement pour plusieurs années. Les inconditionnels de Diana l'appelaient la princesse du cœur. Tony Blair, lui, l'avait intronisée princesse du peuple. Et si Meghan l'insoumise était née sous la même étoile?
Quand Harry et Meghan se sont rencontrés, elle lui aurait dit « Ensemble, nous pouvons changer le monde ». Elle a vu dans Harry une potentialité incroyable. La mère de Harry était l'une des plus importantes philanthropes du monde. Meghan l'admirait lorsqu'elle était enfant. Alors elle a pensé qu'ensemble, ils pourraient combler le vide laissé par Diana. Quand on les voit tous les deux, quand on voit les causes qu'ils défendent, elle me fait vraiment penser à Diana.
It reminds me of Diana. I love that dress. All right, so that's that. It's in French, so anyway, there will be a screenshot in between. Yeah, while the thing was playing, I searched. Harry was never Prince of Wales. From my understanding, people from the UK could correct me, it's the heir, okay, who can only obtain the title of Prince of Wales. All right, I asked Google, was Prince Harry ever been Prince of Wales? Prince Harry has never held the title Prince of Wales. All right, let me get a screenshot of it and put it on the thing. In terms of the other video, what they said verbally, it was mostly in French. I don't know if there was any other correction. Let me pause and add this. So this is what I'm gonna put here. I Google that, and there's what I underline. While he was born Prince Henry of Wales, because that was his father's title at the time of his birth, so he carried that Wales title from Charles, he has never held the substantive title of Prince of Wales. Okay, so let's copy this and put it here. Let me pause and add my comment here. All right, so this is what I wrote here. One correction. Prince Harry never held the title Prince of Wales. I point down here. From my understanding, it is the heir that will always have that title, which means William's son, Prince George, will eventually have that title, Prince of Wales. UK, correct me if I'm wrong. All right, so that's the thing here, the screenshot. Let me read it to make sure this is what they were. In May 2019, Meghan Markle marries Harry, Prince of Wales. Yeah, he was never Prince of Wales. Unless if he's making reference to the last part, he was born Prince Harry of Wales, but maybe that's what it meant. But he didn't hold the title there then. But let's leave it alone. I submitted. Let's leave it alone. Let's go to the next tweet. Next tweet. Aussie. Okay, so the squad are talking when Harry and Meghan were in Australia. I love the fact that Michelle Haywood, the daughter of Prince Harry's grandmother's super fan, the late Daphne Dunn, went to see and meet Prince Harry and Meghan in Sydney, Australia, to present them with a photo honoring her mother's memory. The late Daphne Dunn met Prince Harry 3 times in 2015, 2017, and 2018. She was a war widow. They connected the first time they met. May her soul continue to rest in peace. She was such a sweet grandma. All right, 47 seconds. Screenshot in between. For those who were saying about, oh, there weren't that many people. Yes, where was I responding to that? Could have been under one of my videos or maybe on Twitter. That they didn't have the same kind of security type of people that William and Charles would get. All right, so they had to do crowd control. So to do that, I don't know, did they publicize it that they were going to be there? That's another thing as well. So they put the crowds where, I don't know how it went, but anyway, how the protocol went.
To the city and Circular Quay. Hands up for photos with the right ready royals.
We're on a girls' trip from Hobart, so there's 21 of us ladies here.
Who's from Tassie here?
It was up close and personal to a degree. But for Michelle Haywood, a very special hug.
It seemed to last forever.
Michelle is the daughter of Daphne Dunn, a royal rouser from way back. She met with Prince Harry 3 separate times, until at age 99, her own time was up.
He made those last years of her life so special. Very special moment for me personally.
A moment to remember on a day she won't forget. To the city and Circular
so that
Quay.
was nice to hear from the mother, from the daughter, that it was very special for her mother, you know, leading up to the end, and it was special. So this is what Harry and Meghan bring to many people. Alright, I love their story and friendship so much. Daphne was indeed a sweet grandma. Alright, so there's more story here. Okay, I don't plan on making this video a long one. Alright, you could pause and read this, okay? Alright, let me pause. Maybe let me add it, okay? Let me pause and add it to the list. Okay, looks like it has to do with Ukraine, but let me read it and then go to my next one. The chef and his team who prepared dinner for Prince Harry in Ukraine, talking about wanting to bring him memories of his childhood and his mother, Princess Diana, to the food they serve again and again. Prince Harry's connection with his mother felt by everyone who sees and meets him. Diana's heir forever. Their connection is unbreakable, unbreakable. Everyone connects him with his mother. That sounds familiar. Okay. Our team recently prepared dinner for Prince Harry. We felt the responsibility the same as with every guest, but this time especially spicy because the event we were invited to is the Games of the Invincible, a project that supports our veterans, and being part of this evening is a real honor for us. The menu was prepared by our chef. There's his link here. They tagged them. His heart became a botch. We investigate what Princess Diana used to cook for Harry when he was a child. That's why they serve it with different toppings so that everyone could choose their own to make the dish come alive, not just sit on the table. Because food is a language that is understood without translation. She is able to return to childhood, remind you of something familiar, bring people together at one table. That's how we talk about Ukraine. Thank you. There's all of that. Pictures. So it was recent, because I felt like I heard a similar story before. There's that here. I doubted Diana. Well, then again, maybe. All right, that's lovely. They're also kind and thoughtful, and I'm sure Prince Harry appreciate it all. He commands attention and honor what an over. Those vets see HRH Prince Harry as one of their own. They also sense that he loves being around vets too, regardless of his lineage and birthright and who his father is. And I think what happened with Harry being in the military, they ground him. Because in the UK and the palace, they shelter him. They put a box around him where he wants to expand his horizon, but in the UK, the institution backs him in. So by going in the military, meeting different people, and get different perspective, their struggles and all of that, he absorbed it, and then once he got out, because of his position, he translates whatever he has heard, learned from those people into things that will help these people. All right. So Unbreakable, that Harry blew his mother off the day before she died. He's a sport. Oh, come on. It's almost every kid. If only we all knew when we all are gonna die. If we knew the time when we're gonna die, there's so many things we would have done so many different times. He was a child, 12 years old. He was playing with his friends. How many kids, when sometimes your parents tell you, come in, you need to do this, you need to do that, you get upset because they're stopping you from playing with your kids. Were they thinking about this will be the last time I'm going to see their, they're going to see their parents? No, this is almost every child. Oh my God. To bring this up, this is a kind of trauma that will bring to some people. These people are freaking ridiculous. All right, only a psychotic person will say something like that about a teenager who was playing with his family in the summer. Thank you. Nina is one of those who said their connection was unbreakable, which is a lie because Harry broke it. What the fuck? Yeah, this is a Deranger. I don't even need to read that. Yeah, these are the people who bring trauma. But if you understand at least the basic, you don't have to be a psychologist to understand that, because we all, as a child, we went through that. This is what progression through life experience, and you grow up. Okay, if you were paying attention as you were growing up, you will understand this. It doesn't need a freaking psychologist to tell you that. As a child, when your parents is trying to correct you, when you having fun, something that brings joy to you, you're playing with your friend, and then your parents, who's responsible for you, who's telling you, oh, it's time for you to come and take a shower, to eat, or get ready for bed, come do your homework. All of these things. While you were playing, you don't think of the future. You were thinking of the now, having fun with your friends. But if he had known this will be the last time I'm going to talk to my mom, he will have thought it differently. But thank God Harry have come to his own, and he shared that part with us, and we need to learn from it. That's all. Let's move on to the next one. These people are really psychotic. Oh my God, the people we share our world with is unbelievable. There's something in these people's brain that they completely remove. They love to bring pain onto people. But people well-minded will understand what Harry was facing at that time. Okay? Next to it, that's the caption. Let's listen. It's 1 minute and 15 seconds.
The decline of the British royal family began with their cruelty towards Princess Diana. They constantly berate Prince Harry for writing his own book and sharing his own story, the same way they did to Princess Diana for writing her book and sitting down to an interview, when both of these were after Prince Charles had an authorized biography and then sat down with an interview with the author of that book before Princess Diana did it. And he talked about his philandering ways, and he talked about, negatively, his mother, Queen Elizabeth, and father. Anyway, we know that Princess Diana wanted to write her own book and tell her own story because she wanted to move forward with her charity work. It's kind of difficult when there's been an active smear campaign in the press against you. She wanted to set the record straight and then just move forward. And she did for a while. By doing what she did, seeking freedom, she pointed the way for Prince Harry and Meghan. They also, after an active smear campaign by the same family and press machine, reset the narrative, and now they're able to move forward by showing up and doing good. I wrote a bit about it. If you want to read about it, check out my Substack.
Well-minded people understand what's going on. Right, exactly. They're such a hypocrite. And the thing is that with Princess Diana, she tried, okay? First of all, she saw the sign. All right, this is how sometimes the universe adjusts. She saw the sign that Charles was not good for her. When she went to speak to her sisters and things like that, they took her out of it. And I think in that aspect alone, the family, the sisters probably have a different sort of trauma. I would assume knowing what had happened to her, okay? Because you can never replace a life, you know. So that's a different thing. We will never know unless they come and talk about it, how that affect them. The other thing as well, these people, okay, not only Diana trying, okay, first she saw the sign that Charles wasn't good for her. Then, after speaking to her family, she adjusts and went along with it. And then it created these two boys. Now, the universe shift again, and we see how the two boys have a different perspective of things. If, for instance, both of them had kept their bond, the thing that they had said not to deal with the media, if both of them had kept it, it would have been a complete trajectory. This is where things, the balance of the universe would have been somewhat aligned. But the other brother decided to break that bond and work along with the media. So we are in a completely trajectory. But the universe still focusing on where it needs to be. Right now, what we are seeing from the brother's side of decision, the other brother, Egg, it's more in a sense where Princess Diana was trying to leave behind. And it's shift the balance again. But with what Harry's doing on the other hand, okay, it's somewhat tilting the balance to somewhat where the universe wants to go, but it's taking a lot of people time to get it, to understand it, but it's another word, it's taking another long road to get to where the universe needs to be. I don't know if some of you understand it. Then again, after Diana made the decision and things had happened to her, she left the institution, divorce and things like that. And these people expect Princess Diana, she was young. How old was she when she died? 30 something? All right. Who still have so much life in her. And she was doing her own thing. These people felt like this is the evil in these people. They had to eliminate her to prevent her from continue her life. And then they expect her not to be seeing another human being, to have the same kind of, she had a different mindset than Prince Charles, the kind of things, love, understanding, and kind of, a man to love her. Meanwhile, Charles was going around doing his nonsense, and then they didn't want her to do to have someone, a significant other. It's ridiculous. But anyway, that's that. And I covered this in video 1. And okay, so let's add this. Okay, I just added that. Someone else retweeted it. Let's go into that. This is extra, and then that'll be it. Is that the same thing? Just come out and say it already. Get Prince Harry away from the N word and its hybrid kids. Okay, let's leave that alone. I don't wanna. God help us. All right, so that is it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. All right, so I'm going to do one more video, and that video should be much shorter. We're going to focus on Zahara and Angela Jolie. The first tweet on that video will be that. It should go really quick. The only reason I'm bringing it up because I came across more tweets, people talking about them, Zahara and Angela Jolie and things like that. So that'll be the next video. The first video that I covered this, which had some speech, part of her speech, is on Happy Team Sussex. Go to that channel and check it out. Thanks for watching.